Janet Napolitano offers the experience and executive skills we need in the next Secretary of Homeland Security.
Governor Napolitano starts a new chapter in her political career as Homeland Secretary, Homeland Security Secretary in the Obama administration.
This hearing, which is called to consider President-elect Obama's nomination of Arizona Governor Janet Napolitano to become the nation's third Secretary of Homeland Security. Governor.
Jan Brewer was sworn in this week as Arizona's new governor, replacing Janet Napolitano, who was confirmed as the new Homeland Security Secretary. Matt, as far as the inauguration ceremony is concerned, describe the atmosphere now.
How bad was it? Our budget deficit was the worst in the country. A hole so deep that it made up almost 30% of our budget. Everything that mattered was in danger. Every program was threatened. And trying to fix it just by taxing our way out, well, that would only worsen the recession and cost Arizonans their jobs.
So we went to work on a balanced conservative approach. It was painful, but we were able to spread the pain across the entire budget while protecting critical spending in areas like public safety and education. We also knew that we had to be bold, so we made sure that growth was a central component to our recovery. We passed large tax cuts and went to work letting everyone in America know that Arizona was open for business.
If you go back 4 or 5 years, the state was in a world of hurt. Every economic indicator was going in the wrong direction. You know, at the point that Governor Brewer took office, we basically lost more jobs as a percentage of our workforce than any other state in the country, including Michigan. Our budget was being a mess. We were lopped into states like Illinois, New York, California, not the group you want to be with. If you take a look at where we are today, it's nothing short of spectacular, the progress that has been made.
Arizona is only as strong as our private sector, which is why we work with the business and the nonprofit sector to create an environment where everyone can succeed. And succeed we have. Arizona is considered to be a great place to come. It's a great place for entrepreneurs. It's a great place for businesses to come. We're recognized nationally and internationally because of what we've done. We are a leader in this country for the business sector, and what that means is individuals can succeed, they can prosper, they can be happy, and that's really what it's all about. That's what we stand for.
Arizona is a great state. It's also a great big state with a lot of different needs and priorities depending on which part of the state you live in. That's why our Republican caucus works so hard to address the needs of this entire state. Whether your industry is tourism, technology, mining, agriculture, manufacturing, or more service-based, our goal is to get government out of your way and to work with you to find solutions to all these challenges you face.
Issues that deal with agriculture, ranching, farming, and livestock aren't the most glamorous issues, and they don't attract a lot of media attention. But these are critical issues to our state's economy. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars and the livelihoods of tens of thousands of Arizonans, often in rural counties. That's why they're priority issues for us.
The mining industry in Arizona is 50,000 jobs, $500 million in state and local revenues, and $4.6 billion worth of economic impact. And that economic impact is particularly important to some of our rural counties. So we're proud to support and work with this vital industry and responsible partner to help Arizona grow and thrive. And that partnership is paying off. In the last year alone, Arizona has jumped 8 spots to grab the number 20 ranking globally for best place to mine.
Any review of the last few years wouldn't be complete without a victory lap for the folks who fight for our constitutional rights. Arizona has made great strides on the Second Amendment, school choice, private property rights, healthcare freedoms, and taxpayer protection.
There is a place for bipartisanship, and often we pass bills that enjoy support of all or nearly all the legislature, regardless of political party. Still, the majority of bills tend to pass on party line votes, and it's worth remembering why.
Republicans favor limited government and lower taxes, while Democrats favor expanded government and higher taxes. Republicans favor less regulation and restricting the number of ways government can interfere with your lives and your business, while Democrats favor increased regulation, a larger bureaucracy, and a government that controls every aspect of your lives.
That's why it's so critical to maintain and expand the Republican majorities in the state legislature. At stake are the personal and economic liberties that make our state, country, and free markets work.
When you take a look at why we are at a much, much better situation, why we're a top 10 state in virtually any business ranking at this point, it's because the governor and the legislature made the tough choices to get the state's budget back in balance, but at the same time also very consciously moved forward on a very aggressive package of bills that have dramatically improved our business proposition, and in three key areas: tax reform, tort reform, and regulatory reform. I would submit we have done more than any other state in the last 4 or 5 years than any other state in the country. And you as legislators who are watching this video and at this dinner should feel very proud of those accomplishments.
Today we have a surplus and a rainy day fund to help us deal with the storm clouds ahead. More importantly, we're already making plans to deal with the structural shortfalls that are 2 and 3 years away. That's being responsible. That's looking out for the taxpayers of Arizona.
Arizona's come a long way over the last few years. Thanks to people like you who represent hundreds of employers, thousands of employees, and literally millions of Arizonans who share our values. Values like educational reform, lower taxes, reduced regulation, stronger business environments so we can increase our economic base, stronger schools. These are the things we believe in. These are the commitments that we share and value together.
The 2014 elections will again see liberal groups distorting or outright misrepresenting our positions and our accomplishments in an effort to make political gains for their party. The House and Senate victory packs exist to ensure that we are able to spread an even greater amount of truth into the battleground districts. That's why we really want to thank you for your support in the past, this evening, and going forward. It does make a critical difference.
I thank you for being here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.